Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome back to the Movies Matrix YouTube channel. If you haven't yet, please subscribe down below. Hit that like button. Also, follow us on Twitter at Movies Matrix or at Movies Matrix Pod, which is our official podcast, Down the Rabbit Hole. Today, I'm Lo, representing California of the USA. Over in Philly, we got our boy Dibes. How you doing, Dibes?
I'm doing great, man. I just got home from work. It's 6:40 p.m. Eastern time. Obviously, I'm nervous to watch this.
Yes,
horror.
so today we're doing a reaction to Halloween Kills, the highly anticipated follow-up to the 2018 incarnation of Halloween, a direct follow-up to the original 1978 film. I also can't wait, Dibes. I'm a huge Michael Myers fan. Halloween's my favorite horror film. If you're ready, man, let's dig in.
Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Next Halloween, when the sun sets and someone is alone, he kills.
Quick thoughts.
If you look in the dictionary and read teaser, that is the perfect definition of teaser. Just little bit of breadcrumbs and a little bit of like hype pieces that to be fair, I really loved the first film. I'm excited. I didn't see anything wrong. I didn't see anything bad. If anything, it's just building my anticipation. What about you, man?
Same, dude. Like, there's no way like this movie can go down, up. Like the movie is a 10 out of 10 in terms of anticipation. I thought it was good. It looked kind of gruesome. I love that scene of you see Michael picking up his mask. I was kind of like hoping, like, is the mask off? Like, that would have been a really kind of fresh take on the character moving forward. But he picks it right back up. But really, this movie boils down to Michael versus Laurie Strode. Like, that is really the dynamic that we want to see. I thought it was pretty good. How would you grade it? I'd probably give it like 8.5. What about you, man?
Right there, 8.5. You know what's interesting is I think within those 5 to 10 seconds, I have a lot of questions. Like, why is his mask in the middle of the street? How did he get out of the burning house? Like, there's just a lot of things. Like, I don't know. I hope they address it. I don't know if they'll leave it open ended that way, but one thing I think it was missing was the initial teaser from a few months ago. I really got dug into the Jamie Lee Curtis's emotion. The let it burn. So like, I mean, we saw that already, but I was hoping to get a little more of that emotion in this one. But as a teaser, it's whetting the appetite. It's sad that due to COVID, we're not gonna see it for a while. And I think that's like the underlying sadness of the whole thing. But as far as getting us hyped up, I think it did its job.
The tone looks great. The tone looks absolutely great, which is why I was so nervous for this movie. I thought 2018's Halloween was terrific in tone. It was a Halloween movie made for Halloween fans. Anyone that loves the movies was just paying homage over and over and over again. And that's the vibe I got from this. So that's really good. As a lover of the genre, I always get nervous at these things because we don't get these kind of great films anymore. They're kind of like a dying breed. They're dinosaurs. But Michael Myers, the king of Halloween, he's back. He comes home again and again and again. And he is a serial killer, as he should be. And that's how I kind of saw that in this little teaser. Like, that's the craziness of Michael Myers, is that what you see is always scarier than what you do see. And him breathing in the mask. And I'm really curious about how they treat the mask. That was like my number one take. And that would be kind of a fresh take, because you saw 2018's Halloween. They kind of modernized it. There was some humor. There was Jamie Lee Curtis turned into like Linda Hamilton from the Terminator, Sarah Connor. She's this like action star. But like I said earlier, it boils down to Michael Myers versus the dynamic with Laurie Strode. And I loved how they made her in layers. Like, there was flaws about her character, but she overcame. Like, Halloween is not just like this slasher horror flick on the surface it is, but it's really about a female fighting her demons and fighting trauma and overcoming it and being fearless. But on the other end, she's layered in that she has her flaws. Like, she completely dissed her family. The original completely messed her up mentally and emotionally and physically. And I'm hoping we get more of that. As great as 2018's Halloween was, there were flaws. I want it to be all about Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers.
You know, I'm really glad you brought that up, because especially like that scene when she appears at the family dinner and she's just so reclusive and so like doesn't know how to interact socially, and like she's just uncomfortable even with her own daughter and her family. I thought that was really interesting, that PTSD, the like that post-traumatic stress, how it affected her. I thought she portrayed it really well. I have an interesting question for you though. Do you think David Gordon Green got enough credit for how successful this was?
I don't understand why it was so divisive. Like that, this is one of those movies that was really weird. When I saw it, I didn't see it in the theater at the time, which is really weird for me specifically. But I saw it when it came out, and I absolutely fell in love with it. From like the moment it started, you knew you were thrown back. Like, this was the true sequel to Halloween. And I, as a huge horror fan, we were talking off screen, like, who is the true Halloween king? Is it Jack Skellington? I love your shirt, by the way. Or is it the Pumpkin King, or is it Michael Myers? They're like you said, 1A and 1B. I love the throwback. I love the vintage. I did not understand the hate whatsoever. It was a beautiful film. The camera angles, the vibe. It was really just a love letter to Michael Myers, I think, and Jamie Lee Curtis. Did they get away from Jamie Lee Curtis a little too much, maybe with the humor? I get it, but no, I don't get it. No, I take it back. It was a great film.
Well, you know what a lot of people don't realize is, like, a lot of great classic horror films have a little bit of humor. It kind of like cuts through the tension a little bit, puts you at ease, and then it brings you right back into the terror. That's what good horror films do. And also, just talking about that intro, piggybacking off that, how good was that to just, like, there wasn't really any real scares, but there was something about the mental patients going nuts with that tone in the background that just, it got under my skin. I got like goosebumps the first time, and like he's just standing there, but that's all you need. Like his presence and his demeanor, the way it's shot, and the way that they're just like, Michael, it's like, it just gives you the willies, you know. And
100%. That is what makes Michael so effective as this like serial killer Terminator, the horror version of the Terminator, where you don't see him. And I thought 2018's Halloween got it right, is that they don't show you the kill scenes. They don't really show you that much. You just know that this guy's wrecking havoc and everybody's turning up dead. And like I said earlier, like, what you don't see is always 100% scarier. And like hearing Michael breathing in his mask is 100% scarier than seeing like this gore fest and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of that.
An interesting note for me too is like when I get nervous in daytime. Because most horror films, things happen at night. Things happen at 3 a.m. Things happen when they wake up in their bed. But when I get nervous and it's daytime, like, that's when I know, like, I'm really getting scared. Like that scene where you see him like grab somebody in the very, very far background of the gas station, and it's broad daylight, like, and then you're in the bathroom, like you can see the sun, but it's like, it's tense. It's tense, and I'm like holding my chair. I'm like,
Michael Myers is the king of like you're sitting in a spot at nighttime, like, are you being watched? Like, that is Michael Myers. Like that thought in the back of your head, like you're taking out the trash at 11 p.m. and you have to walk down the street and it's pitch black and you can't see anything and it's dark. Like, could Michael Myers be looking at me through the woods over there? Like, that is like peak Michael Myers. And I thought 2018's Halloween really got it right.
100%, man. All right. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. This was our Movies Matrix trailer reaction to Halloween Kills. We cannot wait for this film to come out. Until next time, I'm Lo. He's Dives. See you later.
See you guys.
There's another one. There's another one that dropped today.
This an old one?
Yeah, that was an old one, brother.